Guys, I'm also pretty sad. Yeah, it's pretty bad because especially last night or last is it last night or last evening? I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I'm pretty sad because I feel like I'm getting old, guys. It's hard, Do you see these? Do you see these gray hairs? Yeah, I guess I don't know, but another way you could tell you're getting old is if an NBA player is dominating the league and they're around your age or they're younger. And yes, you have players like Zion Williamson. You have players like John Morant. You have Jason Tatum, Trae Young. Who else? Brandon Ingram. The list goes on and on. But who's really dominating the league? Who's potential MVP of the NBA? It's Luka Doncic. That man is 21 years old. I'm 21 years old. And I feel like I'm getting old. But, you know what? It's okay. You know what? You know what's the good side of it? They won. You know who they beat? The Clippers. The Nail Clippers. With playoff B. But, in all seriousness, Luka Doncic is really good. And he's future NBA star, if not already one. And let's look at the Clippers game, the Clippers and Mavs game last night, in which Luka Doncic dropped 43 points on 18 for 31 shooting from the field and 4 of 10 shooting from 3. And get this, he also grabbed 17 rebounds and he dropped 13 dimes. And now I'm no NBA expert. I didn't play in the NBA. I didn't even play high school. I didn't play college. But what I do know is that those are some pretty good numbers. If LeBron had that, I'd be pretty happy. But you know what? Luka Doncic had that. And he had it against the Clippers, like I mentioned. And now, don't get me wrong. Like I said, that's an MVP type of stat line. But that's not even the most impressive thing about Luka last night. Yes, call me a hater. Call me you're not content. Just appreciate what he did. But I actually am. I'm looking at the glass half full rather than half empty, Or I guess you could say that. Anyways, when I look at Luka's game last night, I look at it with different tiers and different levels of impressiveness. Google that. But, like I mentioned, different tiers and different levels, right? And the first thing that stood out to me that impressed me was that he played 46 minutes. And basic rule of basketball, 48 minutes in a regular season, in a regular basketball game. And yeah, you could say, oh, he actually played overtime. Yeah, I know. I did my research. That's an extra 5 minutes, so that's 53 minutes. So basically, he rested 7 minutes. And 46 minutes playing basketball, playoff basketball against the Clippers in Orlando, Florida. I can barely run. I'd enjoy running a lot, but Luka, he enjoys balling a lot. So hey, he was balling out, and hey, that's impressive. And there's another impressive thing that he did. A more impressive thing that he did was that he did it without Kristaps Porzingis. And yeah, Kristaps Porzingis is not like, Anthony Davis or like Joel Embiid or Nikola Jokic. No, he's not one of the 3 best centers in the NBA. But he's still, he's a bad mamma jamma too. And yes, is he the best player on the Mavs? No, he's not. Obviously, it's Luka. But this is what Kristaps Porzingis is. He's a 7'3" center that shoots threes like Klay Thompson and blocks shots like AD. That's pretty good to me. I mean, that's why he's called the unicorn, right? But not just that, he's averaging 24 points per game with 3 threes a game, with 9 rebounds and a block against the Clippers in his 3 games, including one game where he got ejected early in the game. And so, sorry. Yeah, he did that without Porzingis. And look at the Mavs rotation players that played last night. All right, he played with, the starting lineup: Trey Burke at point guard, Tim Hardaway Jr. at the other guard spot, Luka at one of the forward spots, Dorian Finney-Smith at the other forward spots, and Maxi Kleber at the center. And they also had Seth Curry, Boban, and Michael Kidd-Gilchrist coming off the bench. And that lineup looks like an okay lineup, right? It's alright. It's whatever. Nothing too special except for Luka. But look at the Clippers lineup. Yes, you can say, oh, they didn't play with Patrick Beverley. But at point guard, they had, at one of the guard spots, at their backcourt, they had Landry Shamet, who can knock down threes. They have Paul George, who's regarded as one of the best two-way players in that whole NBA. You also have Kawhi Leonard, who, people argue that he is the best player in the NBA. And you also have Marcus Morris Sr., who was the best player in the Knicks earlier in the season. And you have Ivica Zubac at center. And, he's been doing some stuff. He's been making some noise. But that's not even the best part. Their third and fourth best players are coming off the bench. You got Lou Williams, you got Lemon Pepper Lou, Sweet Lou, Magic City Lou, But also you have Montrezl Harrell also coming off the bench, who's, he's pretty good too. And you also have Reggie Jackson. So look at those Clipper players versus the Mavs players. I'm taking the Clippers roster 10 out of 10. So Luka had to play with that, and he didn't have Porzingis. That's God. And that's not even just it. What's even more impressive is that he won the freaking game. He won the dang game. And it wasn't, of course, it would be more impressive if it was a blowout. It wouldn't be impressive. It would be more concerning about the Clippers if they got blown out. But they won in a close game. And not just that, Luka made the game-winning shot. And see, look, the Clippers were up by 133 to 132 with about 4 seconds left in the game, right? And if you do the math, they only need 2 points, right, to win the game. And so, you could have had, what's the easiest way to get a layup? Get 2 points. A layup. Like, sorry, I'm just kind of stupid right now. But that's the easiest way to get 2 points to win the game, is to get a layup. And with 4 seconds, that's plenty enough time to get to the rim, especially, if they got Montrezl Harrell and playing defense. But instead, they went for a 3. And hey, more power to you. If you got the confidence, go ahead and, hey, I'm just kidding. But they went with the 3. And it wasn't a wide open shot. And it wasn't even a catch and shoot shot. It was this. All right. Luka, he grabbed the ball, right? Think about this. This man is crazy. This is unnecessary. This is the most unnecessary thing you could ever do. Luka shot an off the dribble, contested, step back, 3-point shot from about 3 to 4 feet behind the 3-point line. When he could have just did a layup to win the game. But instead, you want to shoot near half court to win the game. And not just half court, step back towards half court. He didn't just he didn't just shoot it, from half court or near half court like Damian Lillard. But he, instead of moving forward, he moved backwards. And I don't know. Am I weird? That's a bad shot. That's a bad shot. It's contested, which makes it even worse. It's off the dribble, which makes it worse. It's a step back, which makes it harder. It's a 3, and it's farther away from the basket when they only needed 2 points. That man is crazy. And he won the game like that, off a game-winning shot. So, initially when I saw it, I was thinking, no way. And you know what? He made a way. That crazy man, Luka. Luka made a way. But that's not even the craziest thing. That's not even the most impressive thing about Luka last night. You know what's the most impressive thing that he did? He played with a jacked up ankle. Have you ever sprained your ankle and started to walk out there? You walk with the, with the limp. And he won the game. He won the freaking game with the jacked up ankle. And look, think about it. It's one thing, right? It's one thing to play 90% of the entire game, or almost 90% of the entire game. It's another thing to have a 40-point triple-double. It's another thing to have a near 45, 20, and 15 stat line. It's another thing to do this without your Robin, and that Robin being one of the most talented players in the NBA, something the NBA has never seen before. And it's another thing to win this on a contested, deep, step back, game-winning 3. But it's a whole nother thing to do all of that, to battle all that adversity, go through all those obstacles. And also, he was guarded by Marcus Morris, who's a pretty good defender. I think Kawhi Leonard was guarding him a couple times. He's pretty good defense, if I say so myself. I think others would agree. Paul George, yeah, he's pretty good at defense too. All those 3 players, they're fully capable of guarding him. But you know what? Even on a jacked up ankle, he dropped that stat line and he won the game. Luka Doncic. What does that spell? I don't know. I'm not an English major, but I think that spells future Hall of Famer. Oh, just kidding. But like I said, that's insane. And if I remember clearly, earlier in the game, on his first layup attempt, you know what he did after his first layup attempt? He went like a, you know why? Because that ankle hurt. And when you're a right-handed player, as all basketball players know, you with the right and then a left and up with the layup. So a lot of power is coming from your left leg, and a lot of it's coming from that, the mobility is coming from your left ankle. And Luka is a right-handed player. So even off his first layup attempt, he still was grimacing. Yet he played almost the entire game, and he did that to the Clippers. Doesn't that remind you of someone? Some Laker legend? Someone's birthday yesterday? Someone whose today is remembered by? Yeah, that's some Kobe type of stuff. Doing everything you can to win the game, despite being injured. I mean, we all know, we all seen that clip of Kobe popping his finger back into place, and just let me like, it's okay, I got it, it's whatever. That's some Kobe type of stuff. And you know what? Even more impressive to do it on his birthday against the LA Clippers. Man, Luka Doncic. That man is good. He's pretty good. And you know what? He's having an unbelievable season in his short career. I mean, 2 years in the league. 2 years in the league, and he's already one of the best players in the NBA. Last year, he won Rookie of the Year, right? Which is pretty good. A lot of players won Rookie of the Year. a lot of players, a lot of busts won Rookie of the Year. Like, look at Tyreek Evans. He won Rookie of the Year. Where is he now? I don't know. You tell me. I don't know. Is he playing overseas? Because he's not in the NBA. But look, in his second season, like I said, MVP type of season, this is what he's averaging this year. 29 points, 9.5 rebounds, and 9 assists. A near 30-point triple-double in his second year in the NBA. Yes, you could say, oh, but Luka's been playing against professionals, ever since he was a teenager. Well, he just turned 21, so he just became an adult. He just became an adult, and he's already dropping off players like it's nothing. And look, he was playing great before the pandemic, during the receding games in Orlando, and in the first round against the Clippers. You telling me that this dude wasn't drafted number 1 overall? Was he drafted second? I don't think so. Was he drafted third? Was he? I think so. Well, anyways, the Hawks traded him away for Trae Young and a pick. Yeah, that could probably be a good, that could turn out to be a win-win. But right now, it's looking like a win and a fat L for the Hawks. A big dub for the Mavs, because you know what? They found their franchise player for 10 plus years, maybe 15. And you know what? I predict MVP type seasons and multiple MVPs. And you know what? The way the Mavs are playing against the Clippers, in which they should be 4-0 if it were even Steven, they could win, they could win a championship in the near future. I don't know. I don't know the future. But what I do know about the future is that Luka is going to be a star in it. Thank you guys for listening. I hope you appreciate and just enjoyed this content about my main man, Luka Doncic. Make sure to watch the NBA games because they are so exciting. Maybe on the West they're exciting, but not on the East because, 3 sweeps. And people said the East is getting better. I don't think so. But anyways, thank you again for listening. I hope you enjoyed everything like I mentioned. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Make sure to like the video. It's greatly appreciated by yours truly. And, it goes a long way. Not just, with the numbers with YouTube or whatever. But, emotionally, I really appreciate you guys doing this. And yes, I can easily say it doesn't cost anything. You can like and do whatever, but I really appreciate it. So thank you all for the support and, just ride along with me on my journey of doing this. So thank you again, and I'll see you in the next video. All right, guys, take care. Remember, wear a mask, wash your hands, hand sanitizer, and take care of yourselves and take care of others. Come on now. Don't be thing. Come on. All right. See you guys later.